Good morning, Outpost friends. I wanted to continue reflecting with you on Psalm 139, and today we're just going to do a couple of verses. We have talked about the intimacy that we have with God, even if we may not recognize it always. We have been encouraged to think about the different ways that we experience that intimacy, those ways that we find God revealing himself to us in the midst of our day as we go along. And then last time we talked about the truth that God is always present, that there is nowhere we can go to get to be separate from him. He holds us in the palm of his hand and continues to love us even when we might feel like we want to escape. So today I want to briefly reflect on Psalm 139 verses 11 and 12 and just give you a couple of different ways to think about it. These two ways are different things that I feel like God has given to me to think on, and I'm really happy to share them with you. So Psalm 139 verses 11 and 12. If I say, surely the darkness shall cover me, and the light around me become night. Even the darkness is not dark to you. The night is as bright as the day, for darkness is as light to you. Now, the first time that I was memorizing this psalm and really trying to internalize it, I interpreted this for myself that I wanted to hide from God. Surely the darkness shall cover me, and the light around me become night. That initially I interpreted this as a reflection of my shame and my sinfulness and desiring that God would not lay eyes on me, that I would be able to hide from him. We know that that's not really true, but in verse 12 it even says that. It says, even the darkness is not dark to you. The night is as bright as the day, for darkness is as light to you. Now, we know from Genesis that God separated the daytime and the nighttime, and he gave each one lights to rule, the sun to rule the day and the moon to rule the night. And the nighttime has all the stars that he hung for us to observe and to see. There is nothing hidden from God. And in our previous verses, what we know is that God loves us so much, and he is so present with us. There's nothing he doesn't already know. He knows the way our thoughts might trip us up. He knows the attitudes that we carry. He knows the words that might slip off the tongue before we have a moment to think about them. God knows all these things and still is present with us all the time. So, if I say, surely the darkness shall cover me, and the light around me become night. This, in this moment in my life, is just a reminder that there are going to be some good days and there's going to be some bad days. And there might even be some good seasons and some bad seasons, or some light seasons and some dark seasons, however you would want to look at that. And we sometimes begin to feel overwhelmed by the things of this world and the things that are challenging us right now. And we begin to feel like we can't even see the dawn coming. The good news is the darkness is as light to God. Nothing is hidden. You are not hidden from him. He is right there. And even in the darkness, in the darkness, in the dark night of the moon, even the stars are still shining. And we have those little pinpoints of light to know that God is present with us. So I give that to us because I know some of us are going through a really rough patch. Whatever that rough patch might be. And so I encourage you to know and to embrace. The dawn is coming, but even in the darkness, even in the darkest places, look for the pinpoints of light that remind you that God is present with you and knows you're there. Okay. Have a great day, and we'll talk again next week.